Hey everybody, and welcome back to Pierce Gaming News. Hope you guys week went great. I mean, mine went pretty well. Alright, let's jump right on into the gaming news. So the PS4 is going to be getting a really nice looking game. Like, it's not realistic nice looking, but it's, cartoonish realistic, if that makes any sense. And it's an Australian indie developer called Uppercut Games. And announced it's going to be coming out, this year in 2015, so here's a little backstory. I mean, I watched the thing. It didn't give any gameplay. It just showed like cutscenes and pre-rendered stuff. But the game looks really good. It's called Submerged. It tells the story of siblings Miku and her wounded brother Taku. After they arrive at the city, Miku must find a shelter for Taku and then set out into the world to gather supplies needed to help her brother get back on his feet. So along the way, players will discover how the sunken city came to be, why Miku and Taku traveled there, and more about the world's inhabitants, which are described as malformed copies of the native sea life. So I guess it's not going to be like a violent game, and probably going to be, rated T for teen, but it looks like it's not going to be a violent game, just kind of, scenery and really good looking. This kind of caught my eye a little bit. We'll have to see, I guess. They said in terms of gameplay, players will navigate the city by boat and use Miku's telescope to find forgotten, treasures and, resources. Once you locate them, you'll have to climb around the dilapidated, oh my gosh, I can't even talk today. The decapitated, no. Wow. You have to travel around, broken buildings to grab the items and bring them back to help him recover from his injury. And I don't know. It said one particularly interesting element of Submerge, it's been designed with no failure states. So that means, they can play at their own pace, safe in the knowledge that they will never die. So yeah, right there, pretty much just tells you that it's going to be, non-violent. Alright, so, Project Cars, isn't even out yet. It comes out the same day as The Witcher. Which, in my opinion, I was going to buy the game, but it's come out the same day as The Witcher, so guess what's not going to happen anymore? Probably buy that day one. Because I'm getting The Witcher. But, alright, so the game's not out yet, and they're already talking about Project Cars 2. It's like, guys, your first game's not even out. How do you know if there's going to be a sequel that's actually going to live up to it? So, this is what Slightly Mad Studios had to say. Or, whatever. A text, I guess, in a post. Very short update for now, as I'm jet-lagged to hell and back, but the good news is that we'll be continuing the WMD setup for Project Cars 2. P-Cars 2 is what he said. We'll open new forum sections when the game P-Cars 1 ships to support the new users, and new WMD experts will have all access, and we greatly appreciate your assistance advising new users. Sorry guys, I can't even talk today, it seems like. He goes on to say, I'll be implementing a new non-profit return from WMD for P-Cars 2, and will set a purchase time limit of 2 to 3 months for those who want to take part. Following this involvement will be closed. The tiers won't have any higher cost options that we currently have, probably capped at £100. And those who want to approach me personally to invest in a new game can do so by providing it's at or above $50,000. I plan to release the above information with a new webpage explaining the details of each purchase tier, but we're insanely busy and I haven't found the time, and I'm aware, though, that I promised an update, so here it is. In short, I want to continue to extend the community involvement in P-Cars brand, which has proven to be so very effective, and we want to ensure the great community lives on and thrives into the future. So, people thought this game was going to be destined to where they were going to release one base game and then release a bunch of DLC or add-ons throughout a decade or so. This looks like it's not the case. To me, it sounds like he's already talking about Project Cars 2. It's like, guys, did you know that your game's not even out yet? Why are you talking about a sequel when it didn't even drop yet? And I guess from what I'm hearing, they cut 30% of features in Project Cars because they didn't have enough time to complete it. So maybe they're thinking, we can make number 2 because we didn't put all these features in number 1. I don't know. It's good and bad in a sense, because it's good that they wanted to try hard for the game, so that it's probably gonna be quality, and it's bad because now they're just gonna start milking this series. Hopefully not, but it could happen. Or they could milk this first game with a bunch of DLC that no one wants to buy. But only time will tell, guys. Do you guys think that's a Project Cars 2 statement, or do you guys think it's any other statement about Project Cars? I don't know. Alright, the last piece of news here. Xbox revenue is down 24% from Microsoft's third quarter, largely due to the Xbox One price cut. And I have to agree with it. The Xbox One and 360 were down, 24% the third fiscal quarter, and reported a $1.8 billion in revenue, which is down 4% over a year, because the Xbox One 360 sold 1.6 million combined units from down to 2 million in quarter 3 of 2014. So it's selling regularly now for about $350 US dollars, and I'm assuming that has to do with it. The revenue's not coming in because they weren't profiting as much off of it. They might not even be profiting at all yet. But it's because they wanted to get it into homes, and they can compete with Sony this way. So it's a good thing that they did this, because they're really getting competitive with Sony. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know who in their right mind, they see a PS4 sitting there for $400, and they see an Xbox One sitting there for $350. To be honest with you, I think I might have said this in one of my earlier videos, but if Sony didn't have the MLB The Show, I honestly would probably have an Xbox One today instead of a PS4, because that's what series is keeping the PS4 alive for me. But who in their right mind is going to walk up and say, yes, I want to spend $50 more on a console that pretty much is the same exact thing, but the Xbox One does a lot more features? Who would do that? I really want to know, to be honest with you. Like, if you see a $50 difference, your decision's going to go for the cheaper one, because it does more, and you really don't notice the resolution difference. Honestly, you do not. I don't know why Sony keeps pushing for 1080p, but you do not notice much of a difference. When you're sitting 4 to 5, 6 feet away from your TV, you're not going to notice, okay? So, logically, you're going to buy the cheaper one, because you can put that towards a game or Xbox Live membership if you really wanted to. And I mean, they were selling the Assassin's Creed bundle of the Xbox One. You get Black Flag and Unity for $350. That's a really good deal. That's $120 worth of games right there for free. So essentially, it's like you're paying, $260 for it. I think. I can't even do math. $240 for it. I don't even know, guys. No, wait. Let me do the math. Let's see. I don't know. It's Friday, guys. I don't even care. So, yeah, it's not, I don't know. Sony, they still think they're the top dog, but I don't know, Sony. I think your hype train is dying down a lot. Just my personal opinion. Don't attack me. It's just my honest opinion. Alright, guys. Make sure to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. I will talk to you guys next week, Monday. Hope you guys have a good weekend. See ya.